Hi guys, greetings. Good morning. You're on to Augustine, and I'm reaching out to you live from Nigeria. Today I'm here to give us a quick one. The title of my broadcast for today is "To Be Clear on Match Offers." This is the blog the administration gave out yesterday, and it really made a whole lot of sense. I want to use this opportunity to say congratulations to each and every one of us who have stayed in the community and has occupied one of the administrative cadres, whether it's the core team or the backup team or the rotator team. You guys, congratulations. And I hope we're also prepared to face the year because there is a whole lot of exciting things that are going to play out in the course of time this year. So I'm going to quickly um, listen to a voice message. We will listen to a voice message together. That voice message is from our Chief Justice of the Kringle community, which is in the person of Brother Bay Derrick. Now, following that, we're going to do a bit of perusal on the website, which is our kringle.cash. Do not forget, we're still on hashtag rebranding. Behind the scenes, a lot is going on, and the support team are working round the clock to make sure that before the match, there are a number of things that we'll see as new in the community. And the administration will be hosting us on the 9th of January. That's going to be our first mass adoption meeting. So we're going to quickly listen to Bederick, and then following that, I'll make my own contribution. And if there are questions to ask from my viewers, if there are, then I'll attend to them. So do well, stay with me, and let's enjoy our time together. Thank you. Now, before we watch or listen to these voice notes, do well to like. If you haven't turned on to this broadcast before, or to my channel, do well to like, do well to share, do well to subscribe. That's social proof. Every broadcaster that comes around to make some contribution should be liked by the community. They should give them a thumbs up because it actually takes a whole lot of effort to pass information, the right information for that matter. All right, so let's do well to pay attention as I go underground.
Happy New Year to all the members in the Private Kringle Society. This is Bay Derrick, your Chief Justice of this society. I hope that you guys are doing well and also embracing the new year. And I'm so excited because this is New Year, and generally, January is a moment where we start a new beginning, right? And we shall have a lot to discuss this January.
Sorry about that. It was a network cut. So please, my apologies. Now, let me continue from where I was. Do well to stay tuned.
There's just a whole lot of messages in my phone, and I don't even know where to begin responding to you, you know. But then the first thing we shall be looking at the blog post right now. and I'll be explaining in simple language, because I know many of us, we have language barriers. Sometimes English language is not our first, shall I say, it's not our first language, right? So sometimes people read, they might not understand, they might get confused, and then couple with maybe one or two negativity that they might heard somewhere, they might want to translate their message or a blog post message in their own way. So I feel that it's very important that I do this audio message to clarify some of the things that you might have not understood from now. Um, so if you go to the blog, okay, if you go to the blog right now, you see that there is a message where the admin is giving some details, some accountabilities, and how we will be moving forward. It's going to be a very busy year, okay? It's going to be a very busy year. And our first mass adoption meeting for this January will start on Monday the 9th, okay? Our first mass adoption meeting will start on Monday the 9th, where we shall be hearing some changes from the admin himself. And some of the things that you have not understood, we shall be seeing that he will be explaining, and he'll be taking all your questions. If you have any worries, we are here to explain as in as much as you want to ask your worries with love and respect. You know, don't also expect immediate response from members. Okay, expect that your response might take a little bit longer for us to respond because we are so busy. I'm not even home yet, but before Monday, I will be home. I'll be home before Monday. My first mass adoption training, I'll be in my country. And we also have a lot of things that are coming up. Trust me, this year there will be going to be a lot of travels. We are thinking about a lot. I have my lady ambassador from South Africa and leader given. They are already advocating for a very big conference and other things in South Africa, in all the provinces in South Africa. So it's not yet approved, but I already have the letter already. So guys, that's not it. Admin once told me that this year there's going to be a lot of travels. There's going to be a lot of things, exciting moments to spend with you, the leaders all over the world. Okay, but expect that there'll be much tour around Africa in the maybe the first quarters of the year. Well, let's look forward to it. Now, let's dive into the blog. If you go to the blog, you will see that the first thing the admin is saying that is that to be clear on match offers, like the topic was to be clear on match offers, okay? Core team will get their TBC to KLOF match on January 12, 2023. So on January 12, 2023, all members in the core team, that is 11,111 members, okay? They will get their match. But right now, the total number of people who are active from core team, backup team, and rotator team, the total number of people who are active, we have 52,917 people. We have 52,917 people or members that are active in the core team. And if all these people pays their program fee this January as they have paid, that is a total of 1,587,000 $1,587,510 US dollars. So that is total revenue that came in as the monthly revenue or as a kind of positive pump on the KLOF price. Remember that this money is going to the market, like you buy KLOF, you pay your program fee. That's a pump that is coming. And don't forget that there are also other people in the market that when you are buying KLOF, they are also trading in PancakeSwap, in MetaMask wallet and all that. People are still trading it. So if you are not having some KLOF in the MetaMask wallet, I strongly recommend that you should have some, because as people pay their program fee, the money is going to the market. And then when the money goes to the market, the admin sell some of the KLOF now to pay 50%. So out of 1.5 million that came in, 50% is going back to the sponsors of all the individuals, all those that are inside, okay, all those that are sponsoring or are doing this work, we have 50% going to them. So of course, maybe the admin will be left with 700 and maybe 750 something $1,000, right? Then now what is he saying? He's saying that he has decided, all right, that we shall start with 25% of the total pump that is coming in. So 25% of the total pump or revenue that is coming in, all right, will first of all start paying those in the core team, which is 11,111. And if you put that in dollars, that is $396,877. Okay, that is what he has to pay all those in the core team. And if you divide that by 30 days, all right, if you divide that by 30 days, each member will have like $35 a month for a start. That's the first month. All right, it is a start. So some of you might see $35 for a start. That's like 25,000 francs CFA. All right, for those of you who are in Cameroon, maybe another country, that's like 25,000 francs every month for a start. It doesn't mean that this is what you're going to have before the end of the year or every month. This month, this is a start. And for a start, it might be small, like I told you people. It might be small. Because if you take it like it will be like $1.2 daily. But $1.2 daily, you don't want to go and be withdrawing $1.2 because of charges, right? You might want to wait for it to accumulate to be 8 grains before you can catch it out. So let's say if you have 1.2 times 30 days, that's like $35 or $36. You know, so that's the what you have the first month. But second month, who knows? It might go up because I'll elaborate a plan that will make a high pump. There is a high pump coming, but this is just to tell you that something good is about to start. We are still in the first month. Guys, do you remember when K-Love was $1? Who could have known that K-Love will go up to 50 something dollars? We did not succeed to reach $100. But trust me, don't relent your effort or thinking that K-Love will not reach $100. If you think that K-Love will not reach $100, you are lying to yourself. Because one thing you should know is that this distribution, this money that we'll be paying, is not going to affect the value of K-Love. That is one thing you should know. But admin cannot allow that members should just withdraw in this order because that will bring down the value of K-Love. So 300 and some, remember, he's paying, just imagine that he will pay 25% of the total revenue to the core team. 50% is going to the sponsors. That's 50%. When you sign up somebody, you have 50% that you need to obtain. And another thing you also need to know is that as from this year, goodwill will be happening like 3 times a week in different countries. So 10% will be going for goodwill. So let's just imagine, do a rough estimate that 50% of the total revenue goes to the sponsors, 25% goes to the core team this month. As from next month, the backup team will also add, rotator team will also add. 25% will be going to all of these teams, the 3 teams, which is core team, backup team, rotator team. You have 25%. Maybe the first 1-2 months, I don't know. All right, you have 25% of the revenue. 50% goes to the sponsor. 10% will be going to goodwill. That admin will announce that very soon. We shall be having like 3 to 4 goodwill, 3 to 4 goodwill projects every week. Is coming. Admin will tell you that by himself. There is a plan for that, but he wouldn't. I'm not too sure he's ready to tell you today or tomorrow. Maybe during one of our master. But I know the plan already. But just know that there's going to be more goodwill, and 10% of the revenue will be going to goodwill. So when you look critically, that is already about 85% of the revenue. Now, guys, 10%, for example, also need to go for programmers, paying of bounties. I don't know, maybe because when you take 50%, 25%, and then plus 10%, you're level 15%. That's the way I'm looking at it. I don't know about you. We're level 15%, right? This 15% now, there are contests. There are contests when people sign up more people, they pay them. Those who are signing up more people, you'll be paid. And then you also have the programmers that need to be paid. The programmers need to be paid to maintain the system running and all what is going to be added. But guys, just listen to the end of this audio, because there's a lot of things coming. Don't only focus about maybe the $35 I have this month. Next month, you might be surprised what you have. Let's just keep going. I'm just trying to break down the blocks so that you can understand. Okay. Admin is saying that if, okay, everything starts small and gets bigger, okay, and this requires consistent effort, okay, because now one thing you should know is that those that are on the core team, they might never ever pay the program fee from their pocket again. Meaning that if you're in the core team right now, guys, the income that will be coming in, you'll be able to use part of that to pay your program fee. So you will never remove money from your pocket again to pay program fee. All you need to do is just to go to the income that has come in and then use part of it. Okay. Go to the income that has come in, use part of it and pay your program fee. The first money might just be enough to pay your program fee for the first month. So those on the core team, guys, all you need to do now is just to catch out and help the community to grow. You don't have anything to pay again from your pocket. You'll never pay anything from your pocket again. And that will work same for those in the backup team, same for those in the rotator team. So you just need to wait for your time to come, and then you also fall among those, the core admin, because the core team are the core admins. So congratulations, those in the core team. One of the biggest news is that you might never have to remove money from your pocket again to pay for your program fee. You might just be catching out what is coming in. And there is a plan for an explosion. Okay, there's a plan for an explosion. So, to elaborate further, admin is saying that imagine if we are 1 million members. All right, imagine if we're 1 million members, people will be catching out like $22 daily. All right, but for now, we have just 5,000 holders. Imagine if we have 1 million holders in our community. You'll be catching like $22 daily. And guys, imagine if you're catching $22 daily in a month, that's like $650. All right, that's closer to $700 in a month if we have just 1 million members. And I strongly believe that now we have 50,000, we can double this also, and again and again and again. We can double this. All right. So, and he says that if the volume is big, if we have 1 million member, the total volume, the pump will not just be $1 million. The pump now might be $10 million. And if it's $10 million right now, what happens? If it's $10 million right now, you might not just catch out. You might not just catch out $22, because if the price also goes up, that will pump the price to go up. If the price go up to $100, then you will not catch out only 25%. You will catch out more than that. The admin says, if you look at the blog critically, he says that holders at this time, so big trading volume is not possible at this time. That's big trading volume is not possible at the time. But there is a place where he mentioned, all right, there's a place that he mentioned that what you are catching out right now is just a beginning. You'll be increasing gradually. Okay, it's just the beginning. Now, talking about the billionaire team who are coming, those who are coming today, they fall under the billionaire team. And this billionaire team will be divided into 12 parts. If they talk of 12 parts, guys, you know that it's going to be January, February, March, April, May, up to December. Those are the 12 parts. That's each part, each month, and each month will have a reward. And there's going to be an incentive for K-Love reward that is coming. That incentive for K-Love reward that is coming, there is also going to be a match for 2024. You will have a match wallet for 2024. Okay? And there's going to be an incentive for K-Love. And that incentive will make people to catch out some money again. All right? That incentive, I don't want to talk about it. I want the admin to explain about it. I already know the plan, part of the plan. I don't know all the plan, but I know part of the plan. So there's an incentive to catch out more K-Love if we build, for those that will be building. There's another incentive coming. And that incentive, they'll be catching out some. And some of them will be going into their March wallet for 2024. That's why they call 2024 March wallet. For those that were having TBC reward in 2022, their incentive came in fact, it's going to come in their March wallet for 2023. And that's what they'll be catching out 25% of the total revenue that is coming. 25% is going to be shared among everybody. 25% is going to be shared among everybody in the core team and in the backup team and the rotator team. Okay? Now, there is another incentive where you'll be able to catch out K-Love and also have more K-Love for 2024. That will be for those in the billionaire team. Okay? That is going to be for those in the billionaire team. So, each month, we'll have an incentives. That's why they say the billionaire team will be divided into 12 parts, because there'll be incentive to qualify to have something each month. That is going to be added to the 50% you are earning when someone sign up. It's going to be added to the 50%. It's going to be added to the 25% that that will be distributed among all the co-admins. It's going to be added again on the contest. We have the 50 contest. It's going to be added again on the 200 contest. So you see that there are going to be more incentives for us to make more money as the programmers finish working. So that's a tip. The admin has not elaborated on that, but I just want to tell you that that is something that is coming. And that is going to be added again on the quadruple pay that is coming. That's going to be added into that. Moving forward, those that are inactive, they have no reward. There is another reward that is coming, I just told you, that will permit you to catch out, permit you to earn reward again for 2024, to earn another reward for 2024. And that is going to help to pump the price of K-Love. That will make us that will help us not to catch out only 25%. The percentage might increase because there will be a high pump coming. We have always talked about this pump. We are going to have more goodwill. The more ambassadors will be appointed. We are already looking into some. And then the old ambassadors, they are going to be busy carrying goodwill in their country, in all the regions and provinces and states in their country. That's what is coming. We shall be feeding the world. Guys, we shall be feeding the world. We are going to be the only cryptocurrency that will be feeding at least 3 countries every week. We are going to be the only cryptocurrency. We are going to be the only cryptocurrencies where the total pump that is coming into the market is shared among all the co-admins. If it comes in small, we have small. If it comes in big, we have big. So guys, stay calm. If I want to say something, stay calm. I'm going to be coming on board more to elaborate again. All right? Because some of you might still not understand. For those of you who are old Tibetians who did not care about anything that was happening, please don't come to my inbox. I will not respond to you. I told you this same time last year that if you are not taking notes, I'll be very busy this year. And of course, I'll be very busy. I have my personal company I have to manage. All right? Then I have you guys that I need to be working and helping. And I want to work this year with people that are also willing, or people that are informed. I don't want any negativity on my chat. If you are negative, I block you. If you ask me a question, if I have time, I'll respond to you. If I don't have time, my assistant will help you. I have 2 assistants, so anyone can respond to you. I told you last year I'll be very busy this year, and of course I'll be very busy. I'll be very, very busy because I need to travel the world. I told you I have to travel the world. I need to go to Nigeria. I'll go and see my friend Augustine and Mr. Amechi. I need to go to South Africa and see Mama Age, Mama Flourish, Mama Given. You know, I need to go to the US and meet Dr. Carl, and my other friend Musa, who are my very close people. I need to go to Canada. I need to meet Mama Lydia. You guys are so many in Canada, one that can't even afford your name. I need to go to England. My friend Mike has been calling me all the time, come to England, please, we need to hear. I need to go to these places. I need to travel the world. Guys, traveling is part of learning. And oh my God, I just went all over the place in Asia and I've made new friends, new business partners, a lot of ideas, fresh ideas coming. Guys, this is it. We need to explore what we have here. There is no that bay that used to be there all the time will not be there. We have a communication tree that is coming. This communication tree will lead you guys from the general overseer to the admin to the chief justice to the privy council in the chief justice, the privy council working with the chief justice, the ambassadors, the members. All right? This is going to be the communication tree that will be coming. And let me tell you, there is going to be a legal shield that will be formed. All right? This legal shield will have zero tolerance for negativity. Right now, we already have some accounts that will be frozen. And I told the admin, I would not in any way accept the shit that I accepted for the past 6 years. I'm not going to accept it anymore. If somebody mistakenly trying to be negative, we are going to freeze the person's account and you lose your membership. And many members of the Privy Council are okay with this. 2 members of the Privy Council will be added, and we are going to work together because there will be zero tolerance for negativity. There is going to be a treasury funds that is going to be allocated for the ambassadors to manage goodwill in all the countries, and the Privy Council is going to manage that to make sure that all funds that will be located for goodwill will be managed appropriately. And so all those of you who are new ambassadors that will be coming, just know that this is not more a child's play. This is going to be serious. This is going to be a very serious business moving forward. All right. If so, I know many of you in many countries are coming to me and like, ambassador, I want to be a privy, I want to be an ambassador, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking at, before recommending you to the admin, I'm looking at the number of sign-ups that you have. I'm looking at the number of people that you have been bringing in. I'm looking at the contest. Is your name found there? If you start having from 50 people upward, you are becoming interesting. Because even me here, as a Chief Justice, there is no month that I don't have less than 50 people renewing their account. There is never a month. So it doesn't matter who you are, before coming, lead by example. We are leading by example. So guys, I don't want to go that much, but just know goodwill will be happening every month. The Privy Council is really going to coordinate all these activities, and there will be zero tolerance for negativity, and discipline is going to be instilled, and accounts, we don't worry, we will set examples. Because all those that are in the Privy Council, they are not jokers. And the 2 people that will be added, they are also very serious leaders. So guys, all of you, this message is for those that are coming, don't want to come in as as ambassadors. Just know that it's not going to be easy. Everything will be managed appropriately and make sure that the right thing is being done in all the countries. And of course, we shall be doing many gatherings. As African communities, we like to meet each other. We like that feeling of belonging. But then we have to grow the community. Nothing good comes in. This is pretty long audio message. I'm so sorry it's long, but take time, if you don't understand anything, to listen to this audio over and over again. This is B. Derrick, Chief Justice of the Private Criminal Society. Over and out.
Well, that was wonderful. That was very wonderful. All right. Once again, my sincere gratitude goes to Brother Derrick. And we're going to quickly look into a few things before we'll be calling this meeting to a close. So I'll be sharing my screen now. All right, my screen is now being shared. So let me begin from the very, very first page. Now, this is the very first page. And this was put out here recently. So let's look at it. If you fall off the core team, backup team rotator team, which are the administrative cadre of this community. It is like falling off the first train and you can't get back on it because it has gone. When you make elite payments, you will be on the billionaire team, which is like a second train, and those rewards are in 2024. So when you look at this, this is the first train, this is the second train, and there will be only two trains. The economy of this community are going to be based on these two trains. The employees of this system are going to begin from the millionaire level. Of course, because they would never be able to have one full coin. I'll call it one full coin because TBC was buried about 2 days ago. So we are still in a kind of mourning state for TBC, but then we are anticipating a new coin, which the administration will talk about very soon. Where we are now is about to launch the billionaire program for this year. That's where we are, and hopefully the administration will bring out the blog, and then every other person who will be coming into the community this year will know how to navigate. The last time I checked, the administration said that those that are going to come in as billionaires will first of all start up as starters and then climb their way into becoming a billionaire. Well, that was the last thing I remember the administration said. One thing I'm also aware of is the consistency of the administration. So if there will be a change in plan, we'll find out soon. If it is still going to be as it is, we're also going to find out. So everyone should please do well to put on their seatbelts and relax. It's going to be a very exciting ride, but it's also going to be filled with a whole lot of turbulence. Yes, it's going to be filled with a whole lot of turbulence. When you listen to the voice message, it's going to be an interesting year. And members of the Privy Council should get ready to work because it's going to be very, very exciting. All right, so this is just a note of warning, and that's the first. Now let's scroll down to the administrative cadre under the core team. So we scroll down and we find out that we filled out core team, backup team, rotator team. Now we are in billionaire level. Has billionaire level started? The answer is yes. Has it started filling out here? The answer is no. Why? Because it should be official. When it's official and then the support team finishes what they are supposed to do, then you begin to see them feature here. I'm hopeful that before the end of this week, you'll begin to see billionaires feature here. And like we filled out the rotator team, those who fall off the core team and backup team will fall into the rotator team. Now, these three teams are filled out. When you come down to this place, this was not the numbers that it was as at yesterday. So there's still going to be a whole lot of filtering that will happen this year. Some people who are impatient and are filled with quick gratification will find that by the end of this year, they will neither exist in this administrative cadre. They will find themselves in the billionaire level. There is also something I should also bring to your attention, except otherwise given by the administration. But the last time I checked, the administration has been consistent. So going back even to this dashboard, there was something the administration puts, which many of us may not be aware of. Yes, may not be aware of yet. Or maybe say you've been aware of it, but you're handling it with kid gloves. Billionaire program. Have we seen the conditions required of you to be in the billionaire program? Let's look at it together. Again, consistency has always been the standard of the community. The changes may be slightly different from what we are seeing, but it's going to be very similar. The first one is 8 grains. It's still going to be 8 grains on a monthly basis. And late payments are acceptable up to 90 days before coins are returned to the admin wallet. This is still going to play out in the system. The system is now having zero tolerance for inactive members. The administration has already said it. We are going to get to that shortly. Inactive members will not be paid attention to. So this is a note of warning to those who will be billionaires. If you come in and you pay your subscription fee, I don't know how it's going to be. But one thing I know is that if you fail to hold up to this title of being a billionaire for 3 months, if you fail to hold up to this title of being a billionaire for 3 months, meaning that if you are not able to pay your subscription fee for 3 months, based on the recent information here, except otherwise changed by the administration, your coins will be returned back to the admin wallet. This is what is going to happen. About this other one, these are benefits. And this benefit has been modified because here says they collect 100 monthly, but as at now, it's no more 100, it's now 200. So this has been modified. And a lot of other things that will play around, just like farm war and all that. Those that are billionaires will benefit. The billionaires will also have access to the exchange to be able to trade and then be able to make good returns. I'm of the opinion that in the exchange, you can become a cash center. I do not know if the possibility of withdrawals will be there because from now, the administration's concern is to pump the price of K-Love such that between now and the end of first quarter, we should hit $100. That's his intent. So anything that would cause the price of K-Love to go down, it's not going to be in support of it. So this actually makes me think that the exchange will not give room for withdrawal, at least for now. But then as a cash center, you can pay for people's subscription fee using your exchange wallet. When you have trading volumes and you multiply your trade volumes, you double it as much as possible. It may not be withdrawable, but it can be used to pay for people's subscription fee. And then you get cash in return. This is what to expect, at least at this early stage. So there should be a lot of checks and balances so that we don't end up shooting ourselves on the leg. Some of us that are so interested in the exchange and are expecting to cash out a reasonable amount, don't be in a haste. That was the time I made a broadcast. I said that those that are going to become billionaires in this community will have to prove themselves. They would have to prove their worth. We've been in this community now for about 6 years, shortly 7 years. Now, 7 years is an excellent experience acquired over time, and it has made us wiser, smarter, more intelligent on how to deal with money. We may not be that academically intelligent because academics actually gives value to humanity in a way. But what has controlled the bulk of humanity is finances. So we are paying attention to that because we are going to become the new elites that will explain the success of human beings over time. We are going to be the new elites. The elites are those who are given to love and respect for humanity, not the elites that are given to corrupting what our Creator has given us, corrupting the air and what have you. So the point I'm actually driving at is those of us who are going to be in the billionaire level, prepare yourself for a whole lot of what? Work. You have to work. Because if you do not work, you are not entitled to hold on to that title. The administrative cadre has been filled out. Any other person that is in the administrative cadre should make sure they hold on to their positions. Because I don't mean to sound crazy, but those who do not pay attention, they will find themselves in the billionaire level. Those who allow their account expire, those who are joking with timing, you have 5 days to go, you are saying there is still time. You have 4 days to go, you say, I would make up. And before you know it, maintenance comes in. Before you know it, there is traffic. Before you know it, you are out of the team. And you begin to complain. There were some people that are actually complaining and crying because they made payments on the 31st of December. And some of them are saying they paid early, they paid early, they paid early. But what they've given them is 50 TBC. Well, they are the mercy of the support team because the administration will not in any way interfere. The administration made it very clear. And it's something that we should re-echo in our minds that if a promo is ending tomorrow and you are paying on that tomorrow, well, only God knows. That's the mistake you are making. Do not work for last minute. Do not wait until it's last minute before you comply because what this distribution phase is doing is it is separating the wheat from the chaff. Some people may be academically intelligent, they may have smartness, they may be first class citizens, but they are not given to timing, proper timing. And what will make you become an influential personnel in this community is those who are given to proper timing and understanding the system very well. Many of us may know a lot, but we don't understand this system because it's new. You need to have understanding, very good understanding that is kind of influenced by our creator to flow in this system because this is a natural system. It's given to nature. Some people complain that why would you have to work for a whole year to get your rewards the following year? Have you gone into agriculture? Talk about any perennial fruits that you will plant today and get the fruits tomorrow, or in 1 month, or in 6 months. I said perennial. I mean, sometimes you have to wait for 3 years before the fruit begins to bear, before the tree begins to bear fruits. So this is nature. Nature is not what you rush. You don't rush it. If you dare to rush it, you will crumble the whole system. That is why the administration is taking his time to build. And he's looking for builders that are able to speak the truth to their downlines. So their downlines will know what to expect. Most people tell their downlines BS. They tell their downlines things that are not. They make lavish promises. They make outlandish promises, which is not. And many of us are still, I don't understand how we do things. You have to make the truth known to people, tell them the truth, and be willing to give a helping hand, support. I can tell you the truth that any of us who are on the core team, backup team, and rotator team that builds their downline on the foundation of a lie this year, I'm not meaning to sound very negative, but it will crumble because I am sure that what the administration will set up for the billionaire is going to be so wonderful that if you are not consistent, if you build on a lie, you will wobble. And after you wobble, you will crumble and fall back into the billionaire level. It's a process to become an influential personnel in truth, in love and respect in this community must come through a process and it must be given to understanding that process and following through. So many things is going to happen because of this distribution. Some people will be on the core team, they will fall off from the core team to billionaire level. Some of them will start from the core team and fall into the rotator team. And because they are not given to understanding times and season, they will fall off into the billionaire level. And to be very, 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 very clear, they would also be careless and they will miss the first month, the second month, because it is distributed into 12 seasons for this billionaire level, which the administration will shed more light on when he brings out the blog. But some people, out of carelessness, will miss almost all the seasons and will go to the last season. And if they are not careful, they will still fall off from billionaire level into the millionaire level. I am not sounding so, I am not exaggerating. I am telling you that so many people are not given to proper timing. Some people are not organized. The kind of people we are looking at are people that are very organized and understand times and season and learn how to knows how to submit to authorities. Some of us also don't also know how to submit to authorities. You challenge your leaders. You challenge your leaders with so much confidence and impunity. Well, all these things are going to be criteria upon which you will feature in the TBC community as a core team, backup team, rotator team, billionaire. As long as I'm concerned, these are the people that will matter most in the community. Every other person that will follow will be seen as a kind of employees. The millionaires will provide jobs. And of course, it is the administrative cadre, when I refer to administrative cadre, core team, backup team, and rotator team, that will fund them. Yes, that's exactly how it's going to look like. So a whole lot has to be involved in this system. If you can in this system, pay a yearly subscription. I've always been a yearly subscriber. I don't go monthly, and I would never stop going yearly. Yearly is the only way to stand. And over time, I will begin to, if I can, I could pay 2 years. Yes, it's what matters because you have to know what it takes to answer the title as a billionaire. Many of us still see this TBC community like other systems, like Bitcoin. I can tell you without mixing words that in all the crypto space, we are the most organized of them all. There is no community that is as organized as our own. For the world to accept us as administrative personnel who are also billionaires or real billionaires, which are this level we're about to start feeling, or millionaires, we have to have an impeccable level of organization. And we have to also prove that we want that title that we are being called. So when someone comes in and does a kind of audit of the organization, they can say, oh, based on what I've seen, that the core team members are the first set of people that stayed through and they deserve this 200 TBC they get, and that they are worthy because they did not fall off. They believed this cause. And when they see the backup team, they will also say same thing. When they see rotator team, they will also say same thing. That is exactly why it looks like we are taking so much time, because if we make the mistake of doing it in a haste, the world will reject us. And when the world rejects us, we can't go for global adoption. I'm taking my time to make people know this because so many people are still saying, the money to withdraw is so little and all that. That's because you do not have a proper insight of what we are doing. Calm down and allow leaders to guide you. All right, so let's go to the final one and then we'll call the meeting to a close. This is the final one. This was the one that very quickly summarized. And I don't know if I should need to read it again. I don't know if I need to read it again. Is it necessary? I don't know. Because it's been summarized already. Well, I'll read it, but I won't read everything. There are just some things that I'll need to talk about very briefly. Let me begin with this point. 25% of that will be used to pay out the daily core team match, which equals 396,877.50, and divided by 30 days and 11,111, getting paid works out to be about $1.19. Now, it will take approximately between 26 and 28 days, depending on the price of gold, to be able to pay a subscription fee on a monthly basis. I hope we understand what it takes to be withdrawing the money to pay a subscription fee. I hope you understand what it takes, because there could be a time maintenance would ensue. And once there is a maintenance and you are not lucky, just like in the month of February, you have to make sure that you are proactive. Don't wait and depend absolutely on this match to pay your subscription fee. Think outside the box. You know why I'm saying so? Because you only have one chance to fall off. One chance. It's not two chances. If you mistakenly fall off due to one thing or the other, remember the administration said, let's go to that article and look at it so that people will know. Let's look at it again. I'm rounding off already, okay? I'm rounding off, so don't get impatient, please. This was the article that he talked about. So I want to read the article again so that we get it. Well, it's a notice, it's not an article. He said, don't lose your match account making elite payments. The software is rigid and it is impossible to reinsert someone back onto any team. Even if the cause of the late payment is due to maintenance or anything else considered our fault, are you getting this? His own fault, the system's fault, or whatsoever, it doesn't matter. He said, even if it's our fault and not yours. So there is no, you are not excusable. Because many people will try to justify it. That the admin is giving us very little and that it takes a while before we're able to pay the subscription fee. And then in between, maintenance came in. That's up to you. He has done his own end of the bargain. You have to do your own end of the bargain. I don't know how you're going to do it, but the point I'm just driving at is at this stage, do what you have to do so that you don't fall off. If you fall off, it's on you. All right, I'm sorry. This is how it is. And we need everyone to be aware and prepare so that they won't lose their match. Okay, so this is just what I wanted to make very clear. Now, which other one? This was where I was. I was talking about this. So in that one that he actually gave, it was emboldened. Let's look at it again. Because we have to study. Studying is not reading. Reading is different from studying. This was bold. While this one is not bold, this one is actually in light. So the point he's driving at is that one he was talking about is going to play out because he already knew that based on the efforts we've made over time, this is the much he can give out. And if you choose to say, well, this is what I'll be using, I'll wait till it gets to 8 grains and I'll pay my subscription fee. What if there is a maintenance? And the maintenance goes on for more than a day. Please, let us not say we were not warned, because there will be no excuses. All right, so where was I? If you fall off anything, you will lose a lot. Making your payments on time is very important for these match offers. All right, so let's go about this because some people fell off the call team yesterday. Now, admin used those people to make an example. So let's read it out, and that's how we conclude. For example, if you're on the call team and fell off today, which is before the first match date, which is January 12, 2023, then if you paid tomorrow, which supposedly is today, being the 3rd of January, then you will be put on the January part 1 of Billionaire Team, and your only match date would be January 12, 2024. And you would completely miss out on the triple match quadruple pay offer. This is a lifetime reward that you would never stop benefiting from for the rest of your life. Anybody that misses this offer, well, I don't know. That was the choice they made. That's why paying yearly is what matters. If you pay yearly, you don't need to bug yourself. You are one step ahead. I've always been saying this, but I don't know how many people listen to me. Falling off at any time will discontinue any match payouts for a full year from the time you start making payments again. So resuming payments starts the clock out 1 year from that time. There will be no benefits. There will be zero benefits for inactive members going forward. So this thing, in fact, do you know that some people don't like reading the blog? Sincerely speaking, some people don't like listening to voice messages from capable leaders. It irritates them. Do you know what that implies? It implies that they hate the truth. Some people prefer living a life of a lie. Well, in our community, there will be zero tolerance for a lie. There will be zero tolerance for nonsense. There will be zero tolerance for non-organized lifestyles. You either follow it the way we have laid it out, or you get nothing at all. I want to stop at this point. Thank you so much. For those of us who will be listening, please do well to like, do well to share, do well to subscribe. I take time to educate the community, and I'm working. And by the day, I only keep working because for getting global adoption, it is certain. All right. So some people are greetings, beloved. I don't know if you're a brother or a sister, but my high regards to you. And this is my beloved sister. Greetings to you, Madam Julie from Papua New Guinea. Greetings, madam. And the billionaire who are coming in, are they going to pay the program fee, or I've heard that the rewards will be there in 2024? How is it, our leader? Well, I'm not in a position to give an answer to this, beloved. The reason is because the article is not yet out. When the article is out, I would also come out to discuss about the article. I'm also going to come out and tell the community how I think it is. And to a very good extent, I think I have an understanding of how this system operates. Yeah, from time to time I get feedbacks, but then I have a good understanding. So we have to be patient and allow the administration to bring out the blog first. And then after we've read through the blog and digested the blog, we can now begin to interpret the blog to the community at large. So I want to stop at this point. If you have listened to this point, remember to always like, share, subscribe, because that is how we can build our community. All right, beloved sister, thank you for giving me that correction. So I've taken note of that. Going forward, I would relate to you as my beloved sister. So till I come away again very soon, most likely before the end of the week, because I am anticipating that the blog will come up anytime from now. And when it comes up, trust me, I'll come to give up a well detailed explanation of how it goes. So cheers and God bless you. Till I come your way again some other time. Bye for now.